Hello to listeners from Okeogun 96.3 FM and Agility 92.1 FM. We're also live on Facebook and on YouTube, so drop your comment on the live stream this morning and be sure to be read once we get them. Two phone numbers admit your calls into our live studio. The first 070-5555-1985 070-5555-1985. You could also try 080-5500-9850. So those two numbers is your ticket or are your ticket to gain control of the microphone and have your say on the program this morning. Well, without further ado, let us bite straight into what we've curated for you this morning as we start from the world of athletics. And of course, we take off right here in the city of Ibadan because as the penultimate day for the MTN Champs Grand Final went down yesterday at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex. It delivered a series of thrilling performances as multiple finals were decided and medals are claimed across the track and field event, starting from the senior men's 400 meters. Ezekiel Asuko lived up to expectations as a storm to victory in a time of 46.60 seconds, finishing ahead of Benenoir's Oluyole, who clocked the time of 47.23 seconds, while Wisdom Alexander claimed third and a time of 47.51 seconds. His teammate Miracle Wem Donald followed suit in the women's category, producing a personal best of 54.07 seconds to claim gold, as Joy Ayomide was second and Adedoya Dekpoju was third as he completed the podium in the junior men's 400 meters. We saw the closest race of the day as David Dominion Udo edged Ghanaian Kazali Idrisu to retain the title for Nigeria as Udo clocked the lifetime best of 46.62 seconds, just ahead of Idrisu's 46.68 seconds, as Tosin Yeso finished in third in a time of 47.30 seconds. In the junior women's 400 meters, Treasure Okereke powered to gold in 53.30 seconds, ahead of Becky Ebiade, who had a time of 53.89 seconds, as those times were produced yesterday. Switching to the field event, African bronze medalist Samuel Kuri very impressed in the men's javelin throwing. A distance of 79.39 meters, just shy of his personal best, to claim victory ahead of Prosper Iguakun and Oluwatobi Loba Bamidele. Meanwhile, Gawana Ogeneruno secured gold in the junior men's long jump with a best leap of 7.22 meters, while Oluyole Akindubi and making also Messiah settled for silver and bronze respectively. And of course the finals will be going down later today, and of course the best of track and field will be going down in the iconic blue tracks of the Lekon Salami Sport Complex. From there we move straight to one major breaking news which we saw in the world of athletics yesterday, because the World Athletics, that the governing body of the sport, has now rejected an application by Turkey to switch the allegiance of Nigerian sprinter Favor Ofili, dealing a significant blow to the athletes proposed the nationality change ahead of the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic Games. And according to a document which the World Athletics Nationality Review Panel released yesterday, the rule that the application submitted by Turkey's Athletics Federation would not be approved after reviewing the circumstances surrounding that request. And that panel comprising of Donna Rayner, Sidoni Marziskill and Suzanne van der Waart said granting that request would undermine key regulatory principles guiding international athletics, while noting that the application was part of a wider recruitment drive involving multiple athletes and raised concerns about his implications for the integrity of global competition. The panel also added that it reviewed submissions from all parties, including the athlete and the Turkish Federation, informed their decision before reaching that conclusion. The World Athletics further explained that under its eligibility rules, it retains discretionary powers to reject nationality switches where broader institutional objectives were threatened. Well, right now, Favour Ofili in a dilemma of sort regarding her international status. Well, some reports claim that Favour Ofili was still under the athlete grant scheme of the National Sports Commission when she made that switch to the Turkish Athletics Federation. Hence, World Athletics rejecting a move to switch from the green and white of Nigeria to the red and white of Turkey. I'll tell you, the last has not been heard regarding Favour Ofili and a dream to run for Turkey. And from there we move straight to football, and we start from the national team with women's football as the head coach of Nigeria's under-17 women's national team. That's the Flamingos. Head coach Akim Busari has described leading Nigeria's Flamingos as a great honor. Well, Busari recently was appointed by the Nigeria Football Federation as the head coach of the 2022 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup bronze medalist. His reflection comes as his side gears up for their 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup second round qualifying fixture against the winner of the preliminary combat between Niger Republic and Guinea. While Guinea, playing away in Niamey, defeated host Niger 5-2 to earn a comfortable first leg advantage ahead of the return encounter in Guinea-Conakry this weekend. Quoting the Pacer Queens head coach, that is Akim Busari, said, "Serving the nation is a honor to me, and for the rest of the coaching crew, we are all ready to give this our best shot. We are presently trying to put our heads together as we prepare the team for the second round fixture, and we are looking to see our best to prepare the girls and play a few games and put the team in match shape." Well, recently, Busari has now invited a total of 36 players to camp, including 5 goalkeepers, 10 defenders, and 13 midfielders, with 8 strikers expected to sweat it out in the camp of the Nigeria's Flamingos. With the first leg of the second round fixture expected to take place on the weekend of the 22nd to 24th of May, with Nigeria hosting the second leg on Saturday, May 30th, later this year. Still with football stories, one man has now added more accolades to his growing CV. I'm talking about the head of coaching education for the Nigeria Football Federation, Dr. Terry Igwoje, as he has now earned a new soccer badge with the United States Soccer Federation to teach the B license course, and this achievement marks a milestone for Dr. Igwoje's efforts to revamp coaching education in Nigeria. Since joining the NFF, Dr. Terry has worked tirelessly to improve coaching standards as he has facilitated CAF coaching courses and organizing various coaching programs, including the first ever all-women CAF C course and the B course in Nigeria. And Igwoje expressed his gratitude for the support received so far and pledged to continue enhancing Nigeria's coaches' reputation. Well, congratulations to Dr. Terry Igwoje. We're still with football stories, but now on the field of play. From the domestic scene in the Nigeria National League, Sporting Lagos, who have now been nicknamed the Noisy Lagosians. Well, they have now secured promotion to the Nigeria Premier Football League following a 1-0 victory over Osun United in Ilé-Igbo yesterday. The only goal scored in the 17th minute came off the boot of Alex Leme and gave maximum point to Sporting Lagos, which saw them climb up to 36 points from 18 matches. And the coach coached by Jeffrey Butler are making a return to the MPFL just after 2 years. In another encounter, Aqua United, the Promise Keepers, finished in second place despite a 2-1 victory over Solutions FC of Anambra. And yes, Michael Okenwa doubled the advantage 3 minutes after Anyebet Sunday had opened the scoring in the 50th minute, while Solutions FC reduced the deficit towards the end of the game. Inter Lagos and Domo United have previously secured promotions to the MPFL, and giving you full fixtures of match day 18 in the Nigeria National League. I told you Solutions FC lost at home in Anambra 1-2 to Aqua United. Rovers Football Club of Calabar defeated visiting Abakaliki Football Club by a lone goal. Stormer Sport Club of Abeokuta lost at home 0-2 to Ekiti United. And in yesterday, Osun United lost 0-1 to Sporting Lagos. And it was a festival of goals as First Bank Football Club of Lagos played out a 3-0 draw with Gosul Akpabio United in Lagos yesterday. So right now, the MPFL is now shaping off ahead of next season, with some teams already confirmed are qualified to the upcoming season, while some ties are still hoping to get crashed into the Nigeria Premier Football League. And talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League, match day 35 resumes across various venues this weekend. And action starts from Sunday, 19th of April by 1 p.m. as Bauchi comes alive when Wiki Tourist will be taking on Bendel Insurance on Sunday from 3 p.m. Plateau United versus Kun Khalifat Football Club also on Sunday. And from 4 p.m. Nasarawa United versus Warriors. Enugu Rangers at the Cathedral will be taking on Eyimba Football Club. Kano Pillars at the Sanya Bacha Stadium will be taking on Rivers United, as El Kanemi Warriors in Meduguri will be taking on Shooting Stars Sport Club of Ibadan. Abia Warriors versus Ikorodu City. Remo Stars versus Niger Tornadoes. Katsina United versus Bayelsa United, and Kwara United versus Barao Football Club. Those games are set to go down in the MPFL this weekend. And taking a look at the MPFL table, it is Rivers United on top after 34 matches played, 58 points, closely followed by Enugu Rangers with 56 points, Ikorodu City in third with 55 points, and Abia Warriors in fourth place, 52 points, Shooting Stars with 51 points in fifth place. Taking a look at the relegation scrap, it is Bayelsa United in 17th, Wiki Tourist in 18th, Remo Stars in 19th, and Kun Khalifat at the bottom side in 20th place with 39 points to their name. Well, check it out right now, 15 minutes to the hour of 8. We'll be taking a short commercial break. When we return, we'll move straight forward. Sportit Bit, we'll be right back.
Still your number one radio station, OLUYOLEFM 98.5. Church of Everlasting Kindness and God's Mercy, CEKGM, invites people to the night of praise and power. God will encompass us with favor. Psalm 5:12. Coming up on Friday, 17th April 2026, that is today, at the church premises located at Alafara opposite Tipper Garage along Jericho, Idishin, Nahot, Iletutu Road, Ibadan. Time 10 p.m. Minister or Minister Kenny, Minister Rebecca Daramola, Mama Shekere, Pastor John Ishola, Pastor Stephen Ajayi, and Brother Kola Shaolu. Chief Host, Evangelist, Commandant, Retired Adebisi Adeyemi. Come and receive your blessing, healings, breakthrough through Jesus Christ. Jesus is Lord. Announcer, Evangelist, Commandant, Retired Adebisi Adeyemi.
Yes, you're welcome back from that commercial break. You're on to Sportit Bit right here from the mother station Oluyole 98.5 FM in the big brown roof city of Ibadan. Yes, my name is Toby Ajole. And of course, I've been giving you a whole lot of stories so far in the world of sport. Now, let us switch gears and we move straight to Europe as we saw games go down in the UEFA Europa League. The second leg of quarterfinals yesterday. Now let us start with the result which went down in Spain where we saw Celta Vigo taking on Freiburg of Germany as that game ended 1-3 in favor of Freiburg, and on aggregate it was Celta 1 Freiburg 6. In Spain also we saw a game between Real Betis and Braga, and it was 2-4 in favor of Braga, the Portuguese side, and on aggregate it was Betis 3 Braga 5. In England we saw 10-man Porto lose out to Nottingham Forest in that fixture yesterday, and on aggregate it was Nottingham Forest 2 Porto 1. And of course Aston Villa continued their devastating form in the Europa League as they defeated Bologna at the Villa Park 4-0 yesterday. And on aggregate it was Aston Villa 7 Bologna 1 in that fixture. Right now the pairings for the semi-finals are now known because on the 30th of April later this month we'll be seeing a battle between two English sides because it will be the City Ground hosting Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa in the first leg semi-final, while Braga will be taking on Freiburg in the other semi-final, the first leg of the UEFA Europa League. Switching gears and giving you update from the UEFA Europa Conference League as we also saw games go down yesterday. In the second leg quarterfinals also, AZ Alkmaar versus Shakhtar Donetsk ended 2-2, and on aggregate it was Donetsk winning 5-2 on aggregate. Also in Greece yesterday, AEK Athens defeated Rayo Vallecano by 3-1. But on aggregate, it was Vallecano winning 4-3. In another encounter, we saw Strasbourg in France defeat Mainz 05 by 4-0. And on aggregate, it ended 4-2 in favor of Strasbourg. Fiorentina defeated Crystal Palace 2-1 yesterday. But Crystal Palace still won on aggregate by 4-2. Right now, giving you the semi-final pairings, it is Rayo Vallecano versus Strasbourg on the 30th of April. Shakhtar Donetsk will be taking on Crystal Palace in the other first leg semi-final of the UEFA Europa League, as we are now shaping off to a crescendo in the cup competitions right there in Europe. So let's see how all of these teams will end their season from the UEFA Champions League to the Europa League and to the UEFA Europa Conference League. From there, giving you fixtures expected in some of the big leagues in Europe for this weekend. And we start in England because match day 33 starts tomorrow, Saturday from 12:30. We'll be seeing Brentford versus Fulham in the London derby from 3 p.m. At the Elland Road, it will be Leeds versus Wolves, Newcastle United versus Bournemouth also from 3 p.m. on Tyneside. Tottenham are hoping to escape relegation. We'll be taking on Brighton by 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. And the last fixture for tomorrow, Saturday, sees Chelsea Football Club versus Manchester United by 8 p.m. And this is where I'll be bringing the guys to the microphone this morning, as I have Yinka and even Biodu here. I will be sharing their thoughts as we'll be seeing maybe within the next 2 or 3 minutes discussing about this fixture between Chelsea and Manchester United. Good morning, guys, and I hope you're doing good. And let us just move straight with speed. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Well, for Chelsea, they lost in their last fixture in the EPL. Manchester United also lost to Leeds United. Where will the pendulum swing? Let me start with you, Yinka. Chelsea versus Manchester United.
Good morning, everyone. Thank God it's the weekend. Well, for this match, I believe it's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be a very tough one for both sides because You have Manchester United that's actually MP for the European competition, and of course they were able to get due to that last defeat. And also Chelsea today, they are vying for European competition, even though we don't know whether it's going to be conference as it is. So, we have two teams that are vying for European competition. So it's going to be, for me, it might likely be a draw for me because, or better still, let me just swing to the side of Chelsea now.
No, you're swinging to the side for Chelsea in this fixture. Well, that's a bold prediction. Now, let me come to the supposed Chelsea fan in the studio here with me. That is Biodo. You saw how Chelsea were dismantled by Manchester City. That was on Sunday, if my memory was that Saturday or Sunday.
Yes.
Right now, do you think Chelsea can bounce back against Manchester United?
First of all, good morning to our viewers and listeners at home. Chelsea game against Manchester City, they played very well.
You mean Chelsea played very well, even though they lost?
Yes, even though they lost. I think their first 45 minutes, yes, they played very well. Not just because they came back from the halftime and lost to 3 goals to Manchester City. For me tomorrow, it's either they win or they draw.
It's either the win or the draw.
Yes.
Well, a bold prediction from the guys in the studio. Well, let's see how clear the crystal balls will be. Well, moving straight to Sunday fixtures in the EPL. From 2 p.m. on Sunday to be Nottingham Forest versus Burnley at the City Ground. Aston Villa versus Sunderland at the Villa Park by 2 p.m. At same time, 2 p.m. we will see Everton versus Liverpool at Merseyside Derby. And 4:30, perhaps the biggest fixture on Sunday, unarguably the biggest fixture on Sunday, sees a potential title decider between Manchester City versus Arsenal. And quick prediction from the guys, I'll be coming to Yinka first. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Where do you think the pendulum will swing in this case? Because they could potentially determine who will lift the Premier League at this point.
It's not even potentially, it is a title decider. And you know that if both teams, if they actually their matches, then they'll be level on points. So it's going to be decided by goal difference. So for me, even though it's at the Etihad, Man City will bring their A game because they are not at the Champions League right now. So they have all the recovery processes. Like they are definitely going to recover. You're having Arsenal that's actually at the Champions League, the quarters and all. So for me, if Arsenal can get a draw over there, I think it will be okay.
A draw will be a fair result for Arsenal. Well, Bjorn, quickly your take. City versus Arsenal.
For me, it's not going to be an easy game for Arsenal because right from the start, we know that the attackers were doing that score goals, but now the attackers were down. Nobody can score for them. Not like before. They were not like before. They are not conceding goals, but now Arsenal are used to conceding goals. But for me, it's going to be a win for Manchester City.
A win for Manchester City, perhaps spoiling the party for the Gunners in that fixture. Well, let's see how that will go. All the games will end on Monday as a Monday night fixture. We'll also see London derby between Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park versus Manchester City. And of course, it is all to play for in the English Premier League. But not to worry. More fixtures will be rolled out tomorrow when Boluwaji Ogunmola will be here for a brand new edition all for Sportit Bit. Well, right now it's time for me to drop anchor right now. Not to worry, the weekend serves up a whole lot of interesting stories, fun activities for yourself. Do make sure you enjoy yourselves. And right now it's BYE from us right here. Do enjoy your weekend and we'll see you next time.
Hello Ibadan! Finally, the MTN Camp Season 4 is here. Be there live as we discover the next generation of Nigerian athletic superstars at the Lekon Salami Stadium at Damasinga. Come with your friends and family for an amazing week of exciting track and field action from the 14th to the 17th of April 2026. Visit mtnchamps.com for more information.
Hello Ìbàdàn, ìdíje MTN Champs ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin irú ẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. Ẹ wá fojú lóúnjẹ bí a ó ṣe máa ṣàwárí àwọn ẹ̀bùn tuntun orí ọ̀dàn nínú eré sísá, ìfò fífò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní pápá ìṣeré Lẹ́kan Sàlámì Adámàsìgbà Ìbàdàn láàrin ọjọ́ 14 sí ọjọ́ 17 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí. Lèrúkọ àfi máa ta lálá, ẹbí ọ̀rẹ́ àti ojúlùmọ̀ ẹ má gbẹ̀yìn o. Ẹ lọ sórí mtnchamps.com fún àlàyé kíkún.
Yàrá.
Mo tún gbédè èyí yàtọ̀ títún tí mo tún gbédè.
Etí ní kọ́rọ̀ sí èwe o, ikùn sì ní kọ́rọ̀ sí àgbà. Bàgbà bá ṣègbọ̀nsẹ̀ ìdájí bójúmọ́ bá mọ́, wọ́n sọ dìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ ìwé ni. Tọrọmọdé ní í ṣe ni àgbà kan kì í ṣèyàn. Ẹ̀túnkù gbúre ètò Yàrá fún tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí, Yorùbá ló mọ̀ tó pòwe. Wọ́n ní ọmọdé kì í mẹ̀kọ́ jẹ kó mọ̀ra lọ́wọ́. Kí n túmọ̀ ànálẹ̀ òwe yìí gan. Kẹ́yìn ọ̀mọ̀ràn jẹ̀jẹ̀ ó bá wa fòye ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ ká tó lọ sábàlá téńté orí ìròyìn lábala àlejò láti mọ ìgbàlejò àgbà tó tó rò ó lọ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Ọláwálé Àkànbí Morónkọ́lá JP ọ̀gá àgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí lẹ́ka ètò ẹ̀kọ́ nílé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga fásitì Ìbàdàn UI tí wọ́n sì máa fi ìmọ̀ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ṣàlàyé kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tá a pè ní ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lílò láàrin àwọn ọmọdé. Ǹjọ́ tiẹ̀ yẹ ká fún ọmọdé lẹ́rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ gan bó bá tiẹ̀ wá yẹ ọdún wo sọ́dún wo ló yẹ kọ́mọ ó pé kó tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ sí ìlú ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀. Òbí tó fọ́mọ rẹ̀ lẹ́rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ń tún lé ayé ọmọ ṣe ni àbí ń bàjẹ́. Ẹ ṣàmọ́jì àfọ́pàpọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹja pàdé lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀ láago 6 àárọ̀ sáago 7 fábálà àkọ́kọ́ àti láago 2 àárọ̀ sáago 8 fábálà àlejò níkànnì 98.5 Olúyọ̀lé FM 96.3 Òkè Ògùn FM 92.1 Ajílétí FM lórí tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àti lórí ìtàkùn àgbáyé tẹ́lẹ̀